Welcome to this explainer. So, going solar is an absolutely incredible step towards slashing your electricity bill and, just embracing a way more efficient lifestyle. But let's be totally honest here. If you've ever started looking into it, you've probably hit a massive wall of technical jargon. It can be super overwhelming. Today, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We are unpacking the excitement of going solar and solving the sometimes confusing reality of choosing the exact right setup for your home, drawing on a really comprehensive guide from the Info Guide NG Solar Directory.
It really comes down to this ultimate question, right? Which solar system actually fits you? We're going to demystify the very distinct functional differences between on-grid, off-grid, and hybrid solar power systems. The goal here is simple: to help you make a confident, highly informed decision for your specific household without getting bogged down in the weeds. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll cover the solar decision dilemma. Second, we'll look at on-grid, the grid connector. Third, off-grid, the independent setup. Fourth, the hybrid system, which is really the best of both worlds. And finally, choosing your perfect system. Let's dive in.
Section 1. The Solar Decision Dilemma. Navigating your three main options.
Section 2. On-grid. The grid connector, which is tied to the government distribution line.
Okay, so here's how this one actually works in practice. First, your solar panels generate DC voltage straight from the sun. Next, a piece of equipment called an inverter steps in, kind of acting like a translator, and converts that DC right into AC power that your house can actually use. Then, that power feeds directly into your home, and any excess power you don't use flows right out to the utility grid via net metering. That basically gives you a credit on your bill for the electricity you're sharing. But notice what is completely missing from this whole process: batteries. There are absolutely no batteries involved. Power just flows straight into your home and the grid totally seamlessly. And that brings us to some really massive advantages. Because it doesn't use batteries, this is essentially a one-time investment. It's a fantastic, true set-it-and-forget-it system for anyone who just wants super low maintenance. On top of that, government subsidies are often available for these exact types of setups. Ultimately, this is the absolute ideal option for heavy energy users. We're talking households running multiple AC units, induction cookers, high-draw water heaters, as long as you live in an area with very stable grid power.
However, there is a major limitation you absolutely must be aware of before pulling the trigger. This system fails completely during a power outage or even just a significant voltage fluctuation. If the local utility grid fails, your on-grid inverter is specifically designed by law to shut off entirely. So you could literally have bright, beautiful sun shining directly on your roof, but without the grid, you are going to be left entirely in the dark during a blackout.
Section 3. Off-grid, the independent setup, essentially operating as your own island.
Now, unlike the on-grid system, this setup acts entirely on its own. First, your panels generate that DC power. But then, a smart MPPT charge controller, which is designed to maximize energy extraction, directs that power to charge up a dedicated, heavy-duty battery bank. Finally, your home draws its power directly from those batteries. You are securing your power completely. Literally, even if the local grid goes down for days on end, your home stays fully powered and illuminated. It's true energy independence.
The benefits of this kind of isolation are incredibly appealing. You are completely 100% unaffected by power cuts or grid voltage issues. It's absolutely perfect for lower consumption households trying to lock in lower electricity bills, and it's really ideal if you just need to run smaller everyday appliances. Think standard lights, ceiling fans, and TVs. But you really need to pay attention to this last point. It is generally not recommended for heavy loads. If you want to run multiple AC units entirely off-grid, you'd need to invest in a massive, and I mean incredibly expensive, battery bank. Which brings us to the single most important number to remember for an off-grid setup: 4 to 5 years. You must consider this hard truth before you buy. The batteries required for an off-grid system simply do not last forever. They have a limited lifespan of about 4 to 5 years, which demands expensive recurring investments. Every half-decade or so, you're going to be writing a significant check to replace those batteries just to keep your lights on.
So it basically boils down to this really stark, direct trade-off. You're forced to choose between the zero-battery, low-maintenance on-grid system, which, remember, fails instantly in a blackout, and the off-grid system, which gives you ultimate blackout survival, but absolutely requires those expensive battery replacements and high long-term maintenance costs. As a consumer, it can feel like you're cornered into choosing between maintenance-free grid reliance or paying a premium for battery independence.
Section 4. Hybrid, best of both worlds, combining grid and battery power.
But hey, what if you just don't want to choose? What if you want the grid-sharing, heavy-lifting benefits of the first system right alongside the ironclad blackout security of the second? Enter the hybrid system. It is the ultimate compromise. It functions exactly like an on-grid system to run your heavy loads when the grid is active, allowing you to export your excess power normally. But, and this is a real game changer, the moment the power goes out, it instantly falls back on a built-in battery backup to ensure your home maintains a 24-hour power supply. You're literally getting the best features of both setups rolled into one package.
Section 5. Choosing your perfect system, the final decision matrix.
To find your absolute perfect fit, you just need to evaluate 3 crucial factors: grid stability, energy load, and maintenance. If your local grid has stable voltage, on-grid works beautifully. But if you suffer from frequent power cuts, you definitely need off-grid or hybrid. Now, regarding energy load, heavy appliances like ACs demand on-grid or hybrid setups, while light loads like fans work perfectly fine on a simple off-grid system. Finally, for maintenance, well, if you want a true set-and-forget system with 0 battery replacements to worry about, on-grid is your undeniable winner. Following this logic takes the guesswork completely out of the equation.
Ultimately, as the source material strongly points out, you really need to ignore all the generalized one-size-fits-all advice floating around out there. Instead, you've got to evaluate your exact usage load, your local grid stability, and your own budget constraints to kickstart your solar journey today. So looking closely at the appliances you run every single day and knowing exactly how reliable your local utility grid actually is, which system will you choose to power your future?